Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the I'm Playing podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Nicol, aka Thinkbad Monkey. Joining me on the table in the kitchen is Conrad.
Mr. Reliable, Conrad Window, aka Romnomnom.
And he's back, Alec Ward.
Return of the man, Alec Ward, aka Alecs Pillik.
Return of the
Incredible
man.
to have. It's incredible to have you back. Steve's not here because we can't organise 4 people. You know?
It's never going to happen.
There's us 3 to talk about games for this month. Yeah, I say about the month. What we're going to do in this podcast is we are going to talk about March Madness that's coming, because this is a hell of a month for games.
It is, but you're getting a bit ahead of yourself.
I'm getting ahead of myself. What we're going to do first of all is talk about the games we've been playing.
The usual segment.
We've
been playing.
And we've actually had this. This is the first time we've recorded in a couple of weeks, so we've been playing a hell of a lot of games. I've played so many. I was just writing the list earlier on, and I was like, Jesus, like, how are we going to get through all this? And then I asked Conrad what he'd been playing, and he just stared at me.
My thumbs.
Yeah.
But actually, there's one thing I really want to find out first of all is how do you like Thief, Alec?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like Thief.
Okay, that's the podcast wrapped up. 45 minutes done.
I mean, it's not great, and it's considering it's Bethesda, it's no
Is it?
Skyrim.
I didn't actually know it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Bethesda.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up.
I'm almost
Sure.
100% it's Bethesda. If
Okay.
it's not Bethesda, it's Square Enix. It's Square Enix.
Yeah.
That's
Rewind, I'm thinking of Dishonored, which is pretty much the exact same game. So basically, if you played Dishonored and you liked it, you'd probably really like Thief. But if you played Dishonored and you thought it was shit, you'd probably think that Thief is also shit.
So I'm probably not going to play Thief then.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like Tomb Raider. Let's put it that way. The voice acting is pretty pants.
Is it?
Tomb Raider was fantastic.
It
The
is
voice
Square
acting in
Enix.
Thief-
Yeah.
Yeah, Square Enix. The voice acting in Thief is pretty low. Sometimes the dialogue isn't even in line with their mouths. And considering it's a next-gen game, you'd have thought that they'd sort that out.
Yeah.
But then the stealing things is good. I think the best
Well,
way
I hope it has to be, right? Considering that's the whole
That's all
it's
about.
called Thief. Yeah.
I think the best way to describe it is ooh, shiny, shiny. If you like shiny things, then you'll like Thief.
Lovely, jubbly, yeah.
It was interesting. I was looking at it, and I was actually kind of really excited for it for about a week, and then it went away. I got hyped myself up, and then I saw the Kotaku review, which basically destroyed it. But then other people said it was good. The one thing I've heard about it is that it's just quite linear for a game that should be encouraging exploration.
I think it should be encouraging exploration, but to be honest, the part that I like least about it is the exploration part. I can't make sense of the city. The city is so confusing, and I really don't enjoy looking around the various... my favourite part is the stealing bit, when you're in an area and you get to look around stealing things.
Yeah.
And if there were lots of houses with good things to steal in, then I think I'd be happy to explore. But I've been into pretty much every house, and the best thing I found is a gold fork, which got me about like 10 coins. And I mean, most of the time I'm just like a crazed kleptomaniac.
So that pisses me off, because people obviously don't know the worth of a gold fork, because I would pay top dollar for that.
Gold fork.
You know
I
what
did
mean?
pay top dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, the weird thing is that the houses that I'm breaking into are pretty crap as well. It's like some slum. And they have...
They've spent more on a fork than their house.
more on a fork. Like, they don't have any food or beds, but they have a gold fork.
Why are you breaking into the slums?
I don't have a choice, because
Break into the rich people houses.
but you can't. That's the
Robin
thing
Hood.
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like a shit Robin Hood. I basically steal from everyone, and I don't give anyone anything.
You steal the poor's only possession.
Yeah.
And then give them a little tiny bit back.
And sell it for fuck all.
I don't give them anything back.
No.
All I give them is revolution.
He sells their most precious possessions for nothing.
Ironically, you don't even sell it. It just goes into your little place. You just like put it on display.
Oh.
You get money, so I'm not really sure how you get money. So you'll steal a really nice mask, and then you get money for it. But then later on, that mask will be in your little...
You haven't
little
actually...
box
So,
of
so actually,
secrets.
you're
I mean, you're probably
You're
one of the
swindling.
best businessmen in the world. You're stealing things, selling them, and then stealing them back so you can have them on your...
swindling the
Or
market,
you're
I guess.
stealing it, going, this is about this much money. So you steal the money what you think it's worth. So either way, you're doing it in a
so
good
you sort
thing,
it out.
right?
I mean, yeah, so that's pretty much Thief in a nutshell. Stealing things, and most of the time, it's like a spatula.
I like
Why?
spatulas.
Why?
Because you can. That's pretty much it. You can steal cutlery.
Oh, I think that the game's like a spatula.
No,
I thought it was an analogy.
no.
I thought it's like a spatula. It's always flipping stuff.
It's like a spatula. It's flat and has lots of holes in it.
Oh man, this is getting too much for me. I'm playing Rayman. You've been playing Rayman.
I have been playing
Rayman Legends is so much fun.
The game level is it Black Beauty or Black Betty?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is perfectly timed. Perfectly timed. So they're actually going through the level. Black Betty's playing, but you're making it play by collecting the coins and killing the.
If anyone hasn't seen it already, if you go to the Unplaying YouTube account or Facebook page, there's a video of that level. And,
it's fantastic.
It's so much fun. But they did say like we combine music with levels, and I was like, thought it was gonna be like the Blob, where it's sort of like you hit it, you push a button, or you go into the building, it goes like makes a little tune.
Yeah.
But it changed so because when I was playing that, we were just like, this is so much fun.
I think, to be honest, Rayman Legends is probably one of the favourite games that I've played on the Xbox One at the moment.
It's 90 on Metacritic, I think. It's the second highest rated PS4 game, beyond Flower.
It's just a perfect game. There's no loading screens. I mean, there's hardly any. There are some, but there's hardly any.
So, the amount of characters you can get. I've unlocked the Assassin's Creed costume for Rayman.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Is Flower the one you absolutely hated?
No, that was Flow. But made by the same people. I didn't hate it, I just had a disagreement with it.
In that you thought it was shit.
In that I didn't think it was as good as the world thought it was. Yeah.
Such a hipster.
Yeah. Actually, I think Rayman Origins was so awesome on the.
I never played it.
So awesome. It was like a sorority girl. No, that was really good on the 360. But and you can play some Origins missions on Legend.
Yeah.
The only thing is like. The menu system confuses the hell out of me. There's so much stuff in that game.
Yeah,
there's like a football bit. You play the football mini game.
Football's brilliant.
It's just like I don't even know where the hell I am half the time. Legend Origins was quite easy because it was just here's the missions.
Yeah.
And it was so good. This one, like, why I love the fact it's got all the content. I'm just like trying to keep track of what I've done. And
I mean, it feels like it kind of has a linear plot to it. But then at the same time, it's not going to punish you for just wandering around, doing bits here, doing bits there, doing the odd challenge. It's a really good all-round game, and I think it only cost me £20 on Amazon.
Yeah, I was impatient. I didn't want to buy it online. I bought it in August for like 35 quid.
Really?
But still, 35 quid.
I mean, 35 quid, yeah, it's good. And I mean, it has more content than Thief. I know that for starters. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many hours did you get from Thief?
I don't remember. All blurred into one. It's just one big stealing of items.
One long hour.
So, going right back away from this generation. An hour's played. I've been playing Rayman. Not Rayman. I've been playing Crash Bandicoot the original.
Oh, yeah.
It's on sale on the Vita right now for like £3. And I was like, yeah, I'll play some Crash Bandicoot. Like, my God, like that's a hard game. Like you don't.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing it on the whole way back tonight, and I got nowhere because if you die on a mission, if you lose all your lives, you don't just go back to the start of the mission. It might take you back a couple. So basically, I did a mission, then went to the next one. Died on that when I had to go redo the last mission. I had made no progress and I played it for half an hour and I did nothing. I'm in the exact same position I was when I started.
Why do you die? Is it because of a lack of the use of the
Well, you can't use analog sticks.
Yeah.
So, but it's just a hard game, man. It's a hard platformer.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a lack of control.
I mean, platformers used to be hard back in the day.
It's tough. When you think of Crash Bandicoot, you kind of think of how like maybe like Ratchet and Clank is more of an action. This is a pure platformer, and it's tricky. Like it is tricky, but the reward you get for completing the level is insane. Like it's so much better.
I remember I completed Sonic on like the Mega Drive, ages ago, like 15 years ago, and then played it on the Xbox 360 when they were selling it for like £1.50, and I couldn't get past the first mission. And it wasn't the controls; it was just the fact that I got crap at games.
I never played Sonic. I was just like push that way and go.
Basically, Sonic.
That's what I'm determined to do, Rayman, because like I want to prove to myself that I haven't just lost the ability to play these games because I love these games.
Yeah, Sonic is just kind of like a rail shooter on speed.
It's insane.
It's so quick.
It's absolutely mental.
What games have you been playing, Conrad?
Here we go, blank face.
Yeah. This is me with no answer.
You've played one game.
Yeah, I've played Stick of Truth.
You played Stick of Truth?
Yeah.
It's probably quite a big game.
Out right now, out today.
Once again, you've come to the table with probably the least games on in your hand, but the biggest one in the other one.
Yeah. No, you know what? Love it.
I'll say biggest one, but I mean,
I'd say
it's not a next gen. I'd
I'd
say
say
it's the biggest
Truth
one.
is the biggest out.
Bigger than Thief.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
More hype than Thief, anyway, right?
Well, considering it's had about 7 years to be
Well,
hyped.
it does look so good as well.
Oh, it's
Is
absolutely
it good,
hilarious.
Conrad, from what you played?
Yeah, absolutely hilarious.
Good.
Yeah,
I mean,
What's your favourite part from what you've played?
Mr. Slave's ass.
The Mr. Slade.
Mr. Slade's ass, yeah.
I think I saw
There was
a
a-
video.
Not the level, just looking at his ass.
Oh,
yeah,
There was a video on that, right?
yeah, there is. Yeah,
There is.
yeah.
Go online. There's a video, and also our review, Conrad's review of Stick of Truth went out today. We're recording this on a Friday, the
Friday the 7th.
7th. So yeah, so whenever you're listening to this, on this day, let it be known that Conrad's review went up on I'm Playing. So go and check it out.
Write it in the history books. Write it on your calendar.
Just the first thoughts on Stick of Truth.
Yeah,
really.
First thoughts, yeah.
I'm sure
Although by
I'll
the
go back.
time you're listening to this, the full review may well have been released.
By the time you're listening to this,
How long
it's
is this one
6
anyway?
months out.
What did you write? How much did you write?
It's only
I wrote-
On a first thoughts.
1,000 words.
1,000. Yeah.
What happened to us? Remember when we first started? I was like, look, 300 words a day. It's like 300 words a day. Let's not make people read too much shit. And now we're just like 1,000 words. It's nothing.
South Park is a game. South Park is a good game.
That is actually my review.
Yeah. Just 1,000 is just 1,000s of those words.
Yeah.
They're not different words.
Yeah. You just add one word every time. You know, that's how you get up there.
I really want South Park, but I was going to buy it today. Again, in my impatience, I was going to get it. But it's like it's £45 like retail.
Really?
35 Amazon, I want
Yeah.
to say 33.
Yeah.
That'll go down.
It's yeah, and I can't really at the moment like I'm kind of, even though it's going to be incredible, it doesn't make a difference. I'm kind of like reluctant to spend that on like an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's worth it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure-
know, I'm
I
sure it
mean-
will
I
be.
mean, like,
I'm sure it's going to be hilarious. But I
Steam.
also want to get into, and we're going to talk about the games that come up this month. And there's a few I really want. You know, so I've got to pick carefully. I'm not made of money.
Well,
Surely
no,
not.
but I mean, Steam are selling Stick of Truth for 40.
I would buy it on Steam, but I've got a Mac because I'm a pro.
But I mean, when you think that's 40
In fact, I've
quid
got a MacBook Pro.
for a digital copy
yeah.
of a game.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It is a
Especially
lot
on
of money.
Steam. I might hook up the old PC and just play it on that. 'Cause I want it. I do want. Stick of Truth. You know, when, a few weeks ago we asked a question about what will make you go to PC games and something like that.
Oh yeah.
Stick of Truth. Genuinely, the other day I was like, if I can just get it on my computer, I would. Because I can't be bothered. I'd rather do that
Yeah.
than play it on my 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't care about going back to that console anymore.
No.
It's not just because it's a 360. I wouldn't go back to any old console.
We need to go back and play Left 4 Dead 2, I'm telling you.
Oh, sick. That'd be sick.
I'm still paying for my
I'll
Xbox
still
Live,
buy
so let's
that
do
one.
it.
Are you really?
Yeah. So it's there, isn't it? You know, I want to play with you guys. It's only like £5 a month. I'm not made of money, but I've got a little
Yeah.
bit in the bank.
Oh, listen to you.
Xbox Live.
Oh, he's doing his old Del Boy code.
Yeah.
So that guy is sitting here in a money jacket.
No, it's fine. I quit the gym, so
Oh, okay.
that's a trade-off. I quit the gym and kept on my Xbox Live membership, which was, I think, a good choice.
Have you been playing Octodad?
Yeah, I have, but not much as I should have done. But Octodad is awesome. My computer, this is the other issue. My computer can't run it that well, so I've had to install it on my work computer.
So you're
I
playing
know. So I'm playing it at work a little bit, and when after hours, I'm playing it. Like I'm taking myself and playing. I need to bring it home, and I'm going to really give it a good go. But the first like 20 minutes of that game is just insane. Like. It's not like any other game I've played. It's basically someone's built a physics engine and then built the world around this.
Really?
Because each leg and arm you control individually, and the touchpad on the map is incredible. I don't know how they do it on the. Don't know how they do it as well on with a mouse. Because you've got to like drag the touch up and move the legs but like the more you smash into stuff, the more people are aware that trying to sort of. Think, okay, is that guy actually a person? He looks like an octopus. So like, you're walking down the aisle in the first bit of the game, and like smashing into. I'm just knocking everything out of the way. And people are going, "Is he okay?" And I'm just like, "I'm a fucking octopus. I can't control anything." So it's just absolutely insane. I'm so looking forward to playing more of it. It's just like you've got kids and a wife now, and no one knows you're an octopus. The whole premise of it is ridiculous. The fact it's called the Dadliest Catch. I mean, it's just a crazy game. I'm so looking forward to playing more of it. And of course, I'll have a review up for everyone's lovely reading, and I'll talk about it more when that's a promise I'm going to make right now. When I play it more, I'm going to talk about it on the podcast. let that be laid in stone. Let it be known on this day. Not only did Conrad post his dick of truth, but I also made this promise to
My
you.
dick of truth.
Yeah, you, my loyal viewers, well, our loyal viewers. Sorry.
Loyal listeners.
Yeah,
or listener.
It was gonna. We were gonna experiment with some live streaming as well. You don't know that. YouTube does live streaming.
Oh, does it?
So next week, maybe people are gonna be able to watch your beautiful face if you can come.
I'm sorry, audience.
Yeah.
I can come next week.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll
Good.
come.
Well, you're gonna come all over the place. Crazy. Okay, let's just. I'm gonna just pause and we're gonna restart. I got a little bit weird.
I know Fantasy Meister, aka or otherwise known as Mike, has been playing the Final Fantasy beta, and I never really played Final Fantasy. I'm not that much of a fan. Considering I love RPGs, I've never bothered playing Final Fantasy, which is weird.
It's never. You
guys
never
are
interested
missing
in it.
out. Final Fantasy is so good. In fact, you know what? We might as well just tie this all in. This is just the games cast, right? This is what we're playing. This is what we're doing. We'll talk about what's coming up as well in a bit. But considering I've got Conrad looking at me going over time, he's our timekeeper.
The timekeeper.
But I played Final Fantasy. That needs to be a soundbite. I played Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10, 10-2, not 11 because it was the online one. I played 12.
What was there at 10-2?
10 to what?
10-2 was good.
10 to what? 3?
10 to, and then I played 13, and then 13 killed it for me. But that only killed that little storyline. Then they made 13-2, and they made 13 like Lightning Returns.
13-2?
Yeah, I know.
10-2?
How many
What?
games are there? Like 16.
There's loads. Yeah.
Eight,
Oh, actually,
five.
it's a Friday, and we might put it up as a small fat frog. But the reason it's called Final Fantasy, and you can thank Stephen Riley for this little fact, is because Square Enix. This could be bollocks as well. Please tell us if this is shit, because then we can rip on Steve for it. But when it was going to be their last, they didn't have enough money for anything else. It was going to be their last game, so they called it Final Fantasy, and it saved Square Enix. It saved Squaresoft, so they managed to keep themselves alive. Is that true, Con?
Yes. Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Sakaguchi.
Yep.
What name?
Sakaguchi.
Last ditch effort in the games industry. Titles that success and spawn sequels. I'm not being funny though. There's spawning sequels and then there's fucking ripping the shit out of a series.
Yeah, but it's only called the same thing. It's not like Mario. Like most Final Fantasy games are different. All they draw on for the characters. It's a world.
You definitely sound like a Nintendo fan.
Fanboy.
Every Mario is different.
No,
Mario, Super Luigi 1,
I'm saying it's
Super
not like
Luigi
Mario.
2.
Mario's shit because every Mario is Mario, and they go
No,
like.
that's why I said you sound like a Nintendo fan.
Oh right. Oh, but I'm a Square. I'm a Final Fantasy fan. I am, and I have played the beta. And well, no, I'm not because I played the beta and I think it's rubbish.
So,
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, Fantasy Mason's got a whole series. He's bringing out a whole series of what he thinks about it. But for me, you log in, and the interface is obviously designed for a PC. It's so unfriendly.
Really?
I mean, you've got the touchpad on the PS4, which helps. But they ask you at the start what you're using, a controller or a mouse or a keyboard. It's like it's obviously designed for a PC, and
well, I mean,
and it's just I didn't think it was that fun.
in all honesty, right? So there's a 9, 10, 10-2, and then 11. Why is there a 10-2? Surely 10-2 should just be 11.
No, because 10-2 continues on from 10.
Are they just different stories then? Each game is a different story?
Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, like all the numbers are different, completely different stories. They could be different games. They could be called something else.
Right. So
Right.
see the numbers.
But 10,
things
but
throwing me off.
10-2 is a sequel from 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So is 10-2 called X.IR?
X2.
No, X-2. It's like I'll show you that X. It's like that.
So they just...
So it's X-Men 2.
Yeah, X-Men 2. The last.
Well, that's
no,
another
that's
series that they've made a lot of.
Yeah.
Clearly there's
Tell you
a
what,
theme.
I'm waiting for David.
But you know what, actually, let's look at what's coming up then, because we've talked a hell of a lot about what we've played.
Yeah.
And you know what's coming up?
Stick of truth!
No, they're re-releasing Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 for the Vita and PS3 this month. Oh. Come on, guys, this is exciting. So, 10,
I wouldn't say it's exciting.
10 and 10, 10's fantastic. 10-2 is like at least really good, but it's not as good as 10. And I finally get to play it on the train on the way to work on the Vita in HD. And I love Final Fantasy 10, man. Final Fantasy 10 is.
What was
9's my
that on?
favourite. 10 is incredible with PS2.
So what was the first Final Fantasy on?
Final Fantasy. Oh, it was on
SNES.
Was it? Yeah, probably.
Or was it
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. You guys talk. I'm gonna look.
But I've never
Switching-
talked to comrades.
switching-
It's going to be really awkward.
Don't switch. Okay, we'll come back.
Switching the
We'll come
combo entirely away from Final
As
Fantasy.
far away from Final Fantasy as possible.
Are there any games you're going to buy this month, Alec?
You
Mr.
know,
Pillik.
there was about 3 or 4 games I wanted to buy last month, and now I'm looking at the list for this month, and there's not that much that's really exciting me.
It was on this NES.
Oh,
Yes, you were close. You dropped an S.
Ah.
Yeah,
And an
NES.
S when you didn't need to.
It released on December 18th, 1987.
We weren't even born then.
On the NES.
Didn't even know that there was a decade other than
No.
the 90s.
We hadn't even had our first fantasy.
No, that's weird.
Anyway, sorry,
Um,
keep going.
Yeah, so, I mean, Titanfall looks like it could be quite good.
Titanfall was.
I know you're loving Titanfall at the moment. I'm
Yeah.
not then. To me, Titanfall looks like Call of Duty with robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
understand why people say it's a lot better than it looks.
It's kind of like when Dynasty Warriors, when robots. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's
Like
like
Gundam Warriors.
Gundam Warriors. Yeah, that's pretty. Titanfall is pretty much to me. It's like
Do you know
Call
what
of
killed
Duty,
the
just
Dynasty
done it.
Warriors for me? When they did Empires.
I never played
I
Empires.
thought
but
Empires was good.
I love Dynasty Warriors, as everyone knows. I've banged on about it for so long. And also, the only reason I'm not talking about Dynasty Warriors here is
It's
because
because Final
Dynasty Warriors 8 comes out next month. So we'll talk about that on PS4.
Oh,
But,
I'm sure the listeners are waiting.
Yeah, I never played
Edge of
Empires
their
1 because I've always just played them because I'm always a main fan of the, like, you know what, the actual Dynasty Warriors games?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, go.
gargled, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Dynasty Warriors, tell you what, Conrad, Titanfall is just Xbox nonsense. What do you think about that?
Discuss.
Yeah, this is going to be the new format. I'm just going to say controversial topics and Conrad's just going to answer it in what we call
Here is-
Conrad Minute Madness.
Here is my answer. Folks, listen closely. Fuck you, Alex. That is the podcast done. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Fair play. No, I'll tell you what, Titanfall's coming out, but we talked loads about it last week, and I'm sure we're going to have a big podcast when it finally is. In fact, we may do some live. When's Twitch coming out for Xbox?
Soon, I think.
Yeah.
For
Last I
Titanfall,
heard, it's
for
supposed to be
Titanfall.
this- yeah.
I'll tell you what,
For Titanfall.
Con will Twitch stream Titanfall on the I'm Playing Twitch channel, which is I'm Playing.
And you can even watch like his Connect stream whilst he's playing it, so you can see his reactions, and you can also watch him jacking off
Yeah.
over time.
There will be a lot of jacking off, guys. Just saying.
And he'll be wearing his Titanfall headphones.
If you
I
can,
will.
if you can keep watching the stream, you'll see him really enjoy it for 2 hours and then slowly get bored as he realises it's just nothing but Call of Duty with robots. So moving on. No, I'm sure you won't. But he will live stream. We're going to make him.
And then he'll start playing a real game like Rayman Legends.
Yeah, exactly. Bam. I tell you what, Titanfall's coming out, which is a big one for the Xbox. And PlayStation is got Infamous coming at the end of the month. So Titanfall's on the 11th, I want to say 11th.
14th.
14th UK, 11th US, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think you're
And
right.
then Infamous comes out 22nd or end of the month sometime, which I'm pretty excited about.
I really don't think anyone cares.
So,
I
moving on.
haven't played. None of us have played the other Infamouses, all being 360 guys. But listening to some other stuff about it seems pretty good. But not too fast. I'm more just excited to be able to get a game, a free roaming superhero game.
Yeah,
more than Infamous as a brand and the subject. More just the fact that here's a free roaming world and you can fly about and be all superhero-ish. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to more than anything.
To me, Infamous, was it Infamous
Second Son.
looks like a snazzed up, jazzed up prototype.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which Prototype was a fantastic game, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
love
what Infamous
Prototype.
was. When Infamous and Prototype came out, they're basically the same.
Yeah.
games.
So that's what it was like to me, and I would very much like to play it. Actually, I'd like to play Infamous 1 more, just because that and The Last of Us were 2 games that I was really jealous about on the PlayStation.
Well, you know
when
what?
I had the Xbox 360.
Eventually, PS Now, you may get that wish.
I know, although apparently it's going to be quite the frames per second. It's going to be a bit crap. So.
To start with, it will, yeah. But eventually, maybe.
I mean, I can barely even stream Netflix on my internet, so I don't know what it's going to be like trying to stream a game.
Apparently, you need. Oh, I didn't know the specs. It's gonna. I think when it launches, it's gonna be a little bit
Something crazy.
hit and miss, isn't it?
But yeah, so Infamous does look good, but something I'm very much looking forward to is I know I lied. I said that I wasn't looking forward to anything this month, but I'm very much looking forward to playing The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 2. Can't remember what it's called.
Do you know
something like Episode 2,
The
Telltale Show
Is it
You
something
Your
about
Heart.
hay?
The undeadening.
Yeah, something about hay.
The
The Walking Dead Season 2,
I'll look it up,
Episode
I'll look it
2. Something
You,
about hay.
you guys played it. You talk. I'll look up again.
Yeah, no, I mean I love season 1, but I haven't played season 2, episode 1. yet.
Blasphemy. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2, Episode 1 is different. But
Seeing as
but
I've got my
still
Xbox 360 out now, I will.
You
I
might
will
as well.
get it.
It's worth getting it. They're cheap. I mean, they're like £4 an episode.
Yeah, no, I will get it. I will get it.
And
A
I mean,
House
Telltale.
Divided.
A House Divided.
A House Divided.
What is episode 3 called?
Alright, I'll go look that one up as well, shall I?
Something about hay.
There is one coming up. Something about it.
Okay.
I really don't think it's literally called something about hay. This is really good podcast material.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I love the Walking Dead series just because of how incredible Telltale are at telling a tale. I mean, it kind of that's their tagline, really. Or should be.
Yeah.
Maybe I should phone in.
You should
No, they,
get paid, man.
Yeah, they're always brilliant at making games that tug on the old heartstrings. And The Walking Dead as a series, anyway, I've always loved. And The Walking Dead as a franchise has always been really good at getting the old tears a jerking.
Well, I love season 1. I really do, and I'm so interested by the fact that your choices in episode 1, season 1, sorry, will carry on into season 2. That's brilliant, but how much they should affect is what bothers me, because obviously you were playing as Lee, now you're Clementine.
Yeah.
Isn't that an orange? You're
Sorry?
playing as an orange. That's my
Clementine,
question.
yeah, it is pretty much the angry orange
Okay.
in The Walking
That's all I
Dead.
wanted to say. By the way, the first one was All That Remains. Now it's A House Divided. And by the looks of it, it's then In Harm's Way, then Amid the Ruins, and then Not Going Back.
In Harm's Way, hey, that's...
Yeah. Harm's Way.
In Harm's
There we go.
It was
In
weak.
Harm's Way.
It was weak at best. It was weak at
In
best.
Hayes Way, there we go.
So yeah. I haven't played any of them. I know that's a lie. I played episode 1
Yeah, I remember
of the
playing
first
episode
season. I liked it. I got it for free on that's why I played it. It was good, but I played it on the iPad, which I don't think is the best way to play it. I think
Definitely
I think,
not,
the,
no.
I think the console was probably the best way to play
Console, PC. PC would probably be the best way to play it, to be honest.
it. Yeah.
Because, as with most Telltale games, it's a lot of pointing and clicking.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I'll be interested to see what they do with the Game of Thrones version. They're gonna.
I'll definitely play the Game of Thrones version.
So you
And
guys...
I'm probably definitely going to play the Borderlands version because I love Borderlands 2 like, so much. And I might even get Borderlands 2 again for the Vita. That's how much I love it. So definitely going to play Tales from the Borderlands. I think that's going to be awesome. And especially if I can see more Handsome Jack because he is
Handsome Jack is the best
he is
bad
the
guy.
best bad guy in a long time for video games. Like
Yeah.
one of the best bad guys. He's incredible. I want to cosplay as Handsome Jack to someone's party.
Anyone.
Anyone's, but
If you have a
To your
party.
nan's 70th birthday.
if anyone's got a party out there and would like me to cosplay as Handsome Jack, please get in touch. I could be found at alex@implayin.co.uk. He was incredible.
What about Dark Souls then? But Dark Souls
Dark
is coming
Souls
out
2?
this month.
I
Right?
put this down because it is coming out this month. But I'll tell you what, I have no. I thought I wanted Steve to be here.
Yeah, that is Kalius's.
That's got Kalius written.
Because Steve
all
got like pretty into Dark Souls and he loved it. And also, I was watching Zero Punctuation Ben Yahtzee on The Escapist, and he basically did the same thing. He was in preparation to review Dark Souls 2, played Dark Souls 1, and couldn't get into it until a point where you kind of get obsessed. And I was like, that's Steve, right?
Yeah.
All over. Like he didn't get into it until a point where he just became obsessed with it. So I probably won't play Dark Souls 2, but I really want to know what Steve thinks. It's annoying he's not
Well,
here.
it's only last generation as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
360.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually one thing that I mean. That's something that you guys, one of you brought up beforehand. I was saying the question that I was also going to think about is like, does this month mark the real start to the next generation of gaming? Because you've got Titanfall and Infamous, and then also one here we've got Metal Gear Solid Case Zeros, which is the prequel almost to the Metal Gear Solid game coming out. It's only a couple of hours long. And I don't win it again. We sound like terrible gamers here, but none of us are real Metal Gear fans, right?
Oh, I love Metal Gear.
Oh, fair play. I apologise. I'm going to delete
I've
that.
played a few.
Okay, let's go back in time. So I might, it may sound like I'm a bad gamer, but these guys love Metal Gear. So.
Yeah, I love Metal
Are you
Gear.
going to buy it?
Probably
it looks pretty good. It looks pretty. It's cheaper than normal.
If it's cheap, if it gets cheaper, I'll probably get it. The thing about Metal Gear is that I love the original ones. The Metal Gear Solid 1 was amazing. And I remember playing the demo for Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PlayStation 2. And I can remember sitting in my bedroom and my dad came in because he could hear us playing Xbox, and he's always like, can I have a man, so you can have one life. And I said to him, no, I'm watching a cinematic trailer. And I remember thinking how fantastic the rain looked on Snake's skin as the rain was hitting him. It was like this boat level where he comes in and it's all stormy. And now I really want to watch it again just so I can see how shit it was. And I can look back at it now and think, wow, I thought graphics were good back then.
I know what you mean. It's like playing Crash Bandicoot. You look at the graphics and you're like, man,
it's just a bunch of squares.
The gameplay is still great. You can't really judge it by the graphics, but Jesus, graphics.
We've got 7 games listed down as part of March Madness, as I think you referred to it, Al. And
March Madness.
Only 3 of them are on the latest gen, on the new gen, and of them, only 1 is on both consoles.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like Dead Nation came out, which is the PS Plus, free PS Plus game.
Oh, but that's not part of March Madness, is it? That's not what we've got written down.
Yeah, but it is part of March Madness because it came out in March.
Oh, I was just mentioning that there's 7 games on that.
No, I know what you've got. There is more than's on here, but there is a very clear message that most of them are coming out for last gen.
I mean,
in fact, all of them are coming out for last gen, I think.
Infamous isn't.
Oh, it's Infamous, not PS3?
No, I think it's just PS4. Yeah, because Titanfall, of course, is coming out.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Infamous is PS. I could have sworn Infamous is PS3.
I don't think it is.
Maybe it's not.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm willing to be proved wrong.
Otherwise, all of them are coming out for both gens.
Except for actually Ground Zeroes isn't either. I don't think.
Which one's Ground Zero?
No,
is it?
Is it not? I'm pretty sure. I didn't think it was.
We should really research this before we decide to
we can do it on the topic. This is the genius of it.
Yeah, true.
If people know this, they can message us. They can tweet our Facebook. They can tweet our Twitter page.
Tweet our Facebook and like our Twitter page.
Yeah, they can do. People know how to use social media nowadays, or they can go to our website, email us directly, and say, "Come on, guys, sort your shit out." But absolutely no. But no, that is a thing. And do you think that it is good that we're seeing all these huge games come out for last gen, or should people just get a step up and just admit that the new generation's here and get the games on it? Because I'd buy South Park in a heartbeat if it was on this gen.
Yeah,
my only reservation about not buying it is the fact it's on 360.
I think the thing that really grinds my gears, and it's something I'll be talking about in a article that's coming out
called Grind Your Gears.
Called Grinding My Gears. I think it's going to be like changes we want to see on the Xbox One. And I've been asking a lot of my friends who who use the Xbox One, sort of now that we've had this March update, what other updates we want for the games console. And amongst other things, one of the ones was backwards compatibility. And I would love to be able to play some of my old Xbox 360 games, as well as some games that are coming out, such as Dark Souls and Stick of Truth. I'd love to be able to play them on my Xbox 360. I don't care if they don't look next gen. Don't care if they're 20 FPS and they run at like 10p. I know that's probably not possible. That's like 10 squares.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't care less about that. I just want to be able to play them on my new next gen console. Probably because it just makes me feel like I haven't wasted £400.
Know what you mean. I think the issue is the fundamental difference that the washing machine's going. That's not good. The fundamental difference is that because Xbox has upgraded to a Blu-ray player rather than a HD thing, it just makes backwards compatibility nigh on impossible.
Does it? I thought you can play DVDs on a Blu-ray though.
Yeah, I know, but basically Xbox has changed the way discs run. I mean, it's the same reason you can't play. They both do it. I mean, it's the same reason you can't really play PS4 games on a PS3 games on PS4. But still, I think the way that, because Xbox has changed, they've upgraded their discs really, so the new old ones can't really play on it. The Xbox always had a pain in the arse with backwards compatibility. I remember 360, it was always you had to go to a list to see which games. Xbox original games you could play on.
I remember the only one I could find that I could play was, I tried a few, but the only one I ever got to work was Knights of the Old Republic, which is a really good game.
Oh, that's cool. I was trying to play, I actually bought a few, thinking I could play it without checking. I bought Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
Yeah.
You couldn't run it. But I bought it with the Dark Athena, which was great, and also Time Splitters. Why the hell didn't they freaking make sure you could play Time Splitters? That would have, in fairness, it would have.
Conflict Desert Storm 1 was backward compatible.
Oh my god, Conflict Desert Storm!
That was compatible. Desert Storm 2 was not compatible, backwards compatible. And it was the same. It was the other way around with Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate was the same. Baldur's Gate 1 was backward compatible, but Baldur's Gate 2 wasn't.
My favourite thing, my favourite
Really?
thing.
Yeah.
That's just so. The list seems to make no sense.
I just really want backwards compatibility so that we can play some of these fantastic last gen games. And then I'm quite looking forward. I say looking forward. I'm going to be quite interested to see how Titanfall looks on the 360 compared to how it looks on the Xbox One. Whether it's that much of a difference and whether anybody will really care.
I reckon it'll be a big difference. I reckon you'll see.
I'd imagine it will have to be a big difference. I don't know about a huge difference, because from the screenshots that I've seen from Titanfall, I don't think it looks that next-gen-y as it is.
What did you think? You played it. Do you think it looked next-gen-y?
What, Titanfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Proper next-gen. The videos look quite good.
But then I thought Call of Duty Ghosts, I didn't think that looked
Oh, no,
next-gen.
Call of Duty Ghost doesn't look next-gen-y at all. Not in my opinion.
Titanfall does.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I know.
I know this. I'm going to get tons of people telling me to shut the fuck up, but I've seen Titanfall videos. I've watched Titanfall videos, tons of them. I've seen tons of screen caps, and to me, it literally looks like Call of Duty with a Titanfall skin over the top, where they've changed the look of the characters to look like Boba Fett from Star Wars, and they have a bunch of gigantic robots that run around, get in the way. Instead of being shotguns, you get crushed by robots.
You do get shotgunned as well.
Oh, brilliant. More really annoying.
And apparently they're really powerful shotguns as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's exactly what you want from a fast twitch.
Sort of red. Have you guys seen the potentially the next Call of Duty is going to be set in the future?
Oh, great. It's going to be
I
with
thought
mechs by any chance.
What's that?
Call of Duty Titanfall.
It's Call of Duty Titanfall. In fact, they're going to reveal at launch that is actually the Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, well, no, this might be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and be Future Warfare.
Call of Duty Future Warfare.
Imagine so.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's not the next place to go, right? I mean, all the new ones are set in the future.
I think they should set it in World War
One. Future, but not. This one's going to be potentially in the future, laser guns, shit like that.
I think Call of Duty should just learn when to stop.
They should just fuck off. I think they should set it in World War One, and then it'd be the world's most boring game where you just stand. One guy stands in one side of the trench, another guy stands in the other side of the trench, and then you just shoot at each other for about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
World War One game. I was actually thinking when I was like, yeah, let's have a good World War One game, but yeah, it's not exactly as interesting as I thought.
It's like it's the Battle of the Somme. Try not to get torn down by the machine guns, and you just have to crawl from one side to the other, try not to die. That would be a World War One game.
Come on, you're doing a pretty good rugby player there.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we should totally tweet a picture
Can I tweet
of a
that?
rugby player.
I think this.
Can I tweet that?
Of course.
At first, I thought it was a picture of a guy pissing on something, but it's actually just.
I think this signals the end of March Madness discussion and the start of Conrad's Combo.
Conrad's Combo.
Conrad's Combo.
Conrad's Combo.
We're gonna get a soundbite. Alright, wait. Okay, you. I'm just gonna tweet this.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that means that Alec, you, my friend, are
I really
starting.
want it to be like. What's that TV show that we have in England where they sit on the big chair and then the big light comes down on it? Mastermind. Can we have the Mastermind sound right now?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. How does it go? Dun, dun. The only thing I can think of in my head is Countdown.
Well, anyway, I'll get onto your question now. So your question, Alec, is how willing are you to play a game that has been majorly delayed?
Majorly delayed?
Yes.
How willing am I to play a game that's been made? Very
Yes.
willing. I'll play a game that's been majorly delayed. I don't see why. Who would be like, I'm really excited for this game. Oh, it's going to be in a year. And then be like, well, fuck that. And then in a year later, they'd be like, oh, this game's been released. Well, on principle, instead of not playing it for a year, I'm not going to play it ever.
I mean, South Park lost so much hype when it first got delayed, didn't it?
It did, yeah. I mean, it seems to have just sort of flown on the radar now. It's just come out. I didn't even know that it was coming out, what day it was coming out. I remember seeing a picture on someone's Facebook or something, and it said, like, South Park's out, yay. And then I remembered, oh yeah, South Park's supposed to be coming out soon.
He got the hype back as well.
You still my question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you looked at me. You go on then.
Comrade, he's still my question. Yeah,
I'm
so
tweeting.
So in answer to your question, I would most definitely play a game that was delayed.
I mean, the thing though with that is that I mean, if South Park flew under the radar for you, I mean that's one of the biggest high-profile, majorly delayed games in a while, and
Watch Dogs.
Are you saying
not
that?
as long.
Are you saying would I not play it because out of principle?
No,
or
no,
are you
no,
saying would I not play it because I forgot that it was coming out?
More just a case of I lost interest in that.
Oh yeah, okay. I can lose interest in games, yeah. Like I really wanted to play DayZ, and I was contemplating buying a relatively cheap computer so I could actually play it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just don't really care anymore.
I think that just signals. That,
Same for Watch Dogs. I was kind of hyped for it when it first came out, but now the more that I've seen about it, the more I think it just looks a bit meh. Yeah,
I mean, Ubisoft seem to do the same sort of style for game and then just change little variations of it. But I'm guessing that if they can afford to make these brilliant games and make so many games, then
I'm not a huge
why
fan of
change it if
Ubisoft
it
games.
breaks? Yeah,
I like Rayman Legends.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Ubisoft.
It's banging.
Ubisoft, well done with Rayman Legends. With Assassin's Creed. Come on now.
Everyone except for you loves that game.
Come
Everyone
on, mate.
does.
Come on,
it's
mate.
literally, if we were going to split yourself into two islands, you'd be the only person on the other island just going like, fuck this. And everyone else would be fine because they'd be ninjaing about as assassins on a Caribbean island.
It's just Assassin's Creed, come on. It's been done like a billion. It's like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy? Yeah, that's right.
Don't be ripping off. They're different
It's
every
been done.
single time.
It's happened.
You do.
Deal with it.
You do.
Alex,
Yeah, give me mine.
your question.
Come on now.
I don't think I've answered my question yet, Warren.
Alex, you've had a minute. It was all over the place, but you've had a minute.
Come on now, give me the question.
Do you prefer a game to be done in a year,
Yeah.
or to take time and be, real, fully detailed after 3 years?
Definitely should have gone second.
Next.
My question.
Hey, you had your turn. Conrad, he had his turn.
He did.
So what's the question? Do I want it to be done in 3 years? Let me think of some examples.
How willing are you to wait for a game to be developed and...
I am the most impatient. You tell me, I will buy a game if it's 20 quid more at retail because I don't want to wait 2 days to get it online. So if someone shows me a game, I want that game.
Why didn't you just pay for next day delivery?
Because then I'd have to wait the day. Mate, I'm really freaking impatient. Like, even if I got home and didn't play it, at least I had it. I would rather, let's say, I would rather Call of Duty take 2 or 3 years out and come back with a freaking stonking game. I don't mind. I like Call of Duty, but recently it's just got disinterested, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to come back with something incredible. In the same way, Assassin's Creed. I don't want to see another Assassin's Creed for a couple of years.
Ever.
Conrad, he's doing it again. And I want to come back and see an absolutely stonking game. To be honest, timing doesn't matter to me. As long as when it comes out, as long as when it comes out, they put their marketing to work. South Park's a perfect example. I've gone over if I.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter.
No, it's fine.
Keep
That was my minute.
I just have one follow-up question for you, though. I mean, as a person who's pre-ordered Star Wars Battlefront, which is coming out summer 2015.
Sometime in the coming days.
I got totally gypped into that. I went into game. Right, this is for game. This is you watching. Okay, this is my fault and yours, so we're gonna live this together. I went into game stores to pre-order a PS4, and there was a very nice guy at the till. He was like, "Anything else you want to order?" And I was just totally in the zone of yeah, next gen. So I ordered Star Wars Battlefront. And yes, it's going to come out in a couple of years' time, but it's made by DICE, and as long as they don't cock it up, they won't do, because they've learned their mistake, it's going to be Battlefield, but Star Wars.
Oh my god.
Right?
I didn't realise it was made by DICE.
Yeah, so now you're going to go pre-order
Oh,
it.
right
So basically, in general, I want my games to be good and come out now, but if it's a Battlefield but with Yoda, I'm willing to wait a couple of years. I'm willing to wait a year, so I'll give them a year.
How comes you refuse to buy a game online
Yeah.
because you want to get it now,
Yeah.
but you go into... Why didn't you just pre-order it?
I didn't know I wanted it then. In fact, Rayman Legends came out without me even knowing.
Really?
One day I wanted to work. One day I was listening to something on the way to work. They were like, "Oh yeah, Rayman Legends." I was like, "Shit!" So I literally googled it and went and bought it. That is true. I don't know pre-ordering as well too much in advance because
unless it's sold.
unless it's sold out. I pre-ordered Titanfall. I pre-ordered Destiny.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I haven't
But,
got around
I
to
mean,
that.
Battlefront. Battlefront. You've ordered that from Games, so you're going to end up paying 65, 85
I
quid.
probably won't buy it from Game. I'll forget about it.
Did you have to pay for the pre-order?
No. Oh yeah, I did pay £5. Yeah, shit. And I paid £15 for deposit on a PS4 I didn't even buy.
Really?
Yeah.
You could have bought Rayman Legends with
that.
Yeah.
Right, on that bombshell, we've got to finish. We're going over time now, but thank you very much for listening to this episode 7 of the I'm Playing podcast. I've been Alex Nicol, aka Thinkbad Monkey, joined by my two partners in crime,
Romnomnom,
Romnomnom.
aka Conrad Window.
And Alec Ward, aka Alex Pillik.
It's been incredible. Come on, I feel your enthusiasm.
It's been emotional.
Wherever you're listening to this, please continue to do so. But if you haven't checked out any of our other stuff, go to our website, which has got all the good stuff. So go there first, www.implayin.co.uk. We're on Facebook at www.facebook.com/implaying. Look us up on Twitter at @I'm_playing. Go to our YouTube channel, which is I'm Playing TV. We're on Twitch at I'm Playing. We're on Mixcloud, where these go up as well, these podcasts, which is I'm Playing.
I think we even have a Google Plus account.
We've got a Google, yeah, just go on it all. I'm Playing on anything.
Just Google I'm Playing.
Please continue to look at the podcast, get in touch, go to our social sites to see the picture of Conrad's lovely rugby player post. And we'll see you again next time for episode 7. Hopefully we can get the crew back together for that one. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Conrad, do you want to sign off? Because this go for it. Sign
Yeah.
off.
Thanks very much, guys. See you later.
Cool. Alex, do you want to sign off?
Thanks very much, guys. See you later.
Cool.
Alex, do you want to sign off?
No, I'm done. I'll see you later on.